First-person shooters have come a long way since they started to appear in gaming. Now, I'm not gonna give you a history lesson here or anything, but the first game to be credited within the genre is a game called Maze War, which came out all the way back in 1973. But let's skip forward to the 1990s. Gaming has started to really pick up some traction and popularity. Developers are starting to get smarter and more creative with the games they create. 1992, Wolfenstein 3D is created by id Software, and it pushed first-person shooting into a whole new light. Things are a lot more fast-paced and a lot more violent. Following their release, they would continue to expand on that trend. It was a pretty small game, and maybe not too many people have heard of it. You tell me if you've heard of this game. It's called Doom?
Oh my God.
Yeah. In 1993, Doom came to the scene, and it followed the exact steps of its predecessor. Doom was so good at the genre that during the time, the term Doom clone was popularized, because Doom was so fucking good. Personally, at my house, we played a lot of Chex Master Blasters. But hold up. Fast forward to the late 1990s. Advancements in technology are making games even more complex, taking leaps into the third dimension. Our baby boy first-person shooting over here is also getting some of that gas. Seeing wild games like Duke Nukem, Quake, Half-Life, and 007 GoldenEye, this is the era of first-person shooting that was getting wildly ambitious. No more was it just attempting to make a whole game that can even play in the first person. Now, it's about adding depth, elements of storytelling, puzzle solving, personality. E3 1999. A little dev team named Bungie unveils a game on stage that they've been working on called Halo. It's a real-time strategy game. But E3 2000, they re-show off the game as a third-person shooter. Okay, Bungie, you need to slow down, and you need to make up your mind, because I have no idea what this Halo game is. Well, after being bought by big boy Microsoft knew exactly what they wanted the game to be. And in 2001, Halo Combat Evolves hit shelves exclusively for the Xbox. Halo is kind of a big fucking deal too. Like, in 2000, I was just 5 years old, sucking on clumps of dirt, being sad about the weather. I don't fucking know. But I can still feel the impact that this game had. A lot of tropes and mechanics that started to really get popularized and mainstreamed into first-person shooting are mainly in part to what Bungie was able to do with this game and the fact that it was on a console. Like, Halo featured a complex story, and you weren't just some dude, you were the dude, and the dude had a name. You were the Master Chief, and there were aliens, and they were called the Covenant. This is the new direction for first-person shooting. 2004, Halo fucking 2 is released, and man, if you thought Halo 1 was popular, Halo 2 was this huge game still, and it featured online multiplayer? What? And that pretty much sent Xbox Live into the mainstream. You were a fucking nerd if you weren't playing Halo 2 online.
Fucking wimpy baby nerdy baby.
That was me. I was a wimpy nerdy baby. Just to give you an idea, by the way, of how popular Halo 2 was, it was the most played game on Xbox Live for almost 2 years. And during this time too, dev teams were slapping out jammers into people's consoles. Games like Metroid Prime, Resident Evil, more fucking Doom, Far Cry, Call of Duty, just to name a small handful of games out of the well of first-person shooters that we had at the time. Now, I'm not going to go any further than Halo 3, and that's mainly because it was released in 2007, and honestly, right around this time is when we started to see first-person shooters get perfected, pretty much. And honestly, Halo 3 is a great example of what first-person shooters of this era really attempted and strived to be ever since. Large, beautiful maps that the series was known for, with an amazing story, with great voice acting to follow it, and it was a roller coaster to experience if you had been holding on for the other two games up till Halo 3. The online support was immaculate, leading to just some super salty multiplayer, and with all of that, they were able to release multiple DLCs for the game and an add-on called Halo 3 ODST. Halo 3 really was a full experience for a console game featuring the Forge mode and unlockable armor, and just hours upon hours of replayability with the Xbox Live support, and Halo 3 really is the poster child for how to do a first-person shooter back in that era. And it's by far one of my most nostalgic gaming experiences growing up, right next to things like Rock Band and Donkey Kong 64. This game is just so incredible for its time, pretty much unifying an entire era of people together with Xbox Live and sweaty rounds of MLG and snipers. Having a real intense story with loads of heart poured into every game, and having some of the most incredible ads in gaming history that I'll remember till the day I fucking die. Dude, that Believe ad is so prime. I played the hell out of this game, and honestly, from time to time, I still play this game. It's by far one of my favorites, featuring some of the best music and best storytelling in gaming I've ever experienced. I just really like these games. I thought it'd be fun to look back at first-person shooters as a whole and kinda gush about Halo. I played so many first-person shooters growing up, and honestly I was really lucky to. It was an era of evolution. I got to first-hand play these evolutions, and that's just such an incredible memory to me. Now, I am kind of glossing over some more first-person shooter history and things in that nature, so if you want to hear a video about those kinds of things, less about Halo, more about first-person shooters, you let me know and we can talk more about those kinds of games. Anyway though, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and until next time, I'm TubbyTotodile.